Welcome to the TrainAnything Show. This is John.
And I'm Dylan.
And we are passionate about all things endurance, here to inspire belief and action, one pod at a time.
That's right.
Yeah, we are here. We believe anything can be trained. We're here to prove it.
Gosh, you dork.
It's on. We're in. We're here.
Yeah, bro. Here we are.
Yes.
Well,
Good morning.
what is today's sponsor, John?
Today's sponsor. You can't get enough. My eyes are open. My heart is palpitating. Caffeine.
Yes.
Yes.
Caffeine.
Yeah, tell us about caffeine in your life.
Take it how you want it.
Intravenously.
Yeah. Well, caffeine. You know, I wasn't always a caffeine drinker.
Really?
Not until I was probably
3?
20. 22.
That's a
Did I
late
become
bloomer
a-
in the world of coffee.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, my wife was a barista, and she was like, I'm not marrying a guy who doesn't drink coffee. So she started putting hot cocoa powder
you
in
were
my
really-
coffee, making campfire mochas for me.
That's a slippery slope.
I know, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
Get
I'm
you
either going to drink it black or I'm not going to drink it at all.
When did that happen?
Well,
At the beginning?
What?
The black.
Of our relationship, yes.
Right, the cocoa to black.
Dude, the cocoa. Well, it probably was like 5 cups later, and I was like, I'm not doing this every
I
time.
don't need this hot chocolate
But I'd
coffee.
go to the bike shop and just be like, it's crazy.
building bike so fast.
Caffeine's a heck of a drug.
Yes.
And now if I don't have it, I get headaches.
A little addicted.
I know.
But it's how it is.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I enjoy my cups of coffee.
Cup of Joe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We drink it here on the show.
Caffeine check. All right. Thanks for sponsoring this episode.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay, moving on.
Change the world.
Change the world. Makes us bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Next segment. Train anythings, John.
Yeah.
What do you got this week?
Gosh. Well, I'm going to go a little retrospective into last week, which we'll talk about more on the pod. But I had to train like executing race week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while, huh?
It has been a long time. So just the packing and the organizing and moving through, checking in, setting up, even navigating the race in some ways was something I hadn't done in a hot minute. So it took some... I took it as it came. That was my strategy. Wasn't because I've done this for a long time, and it had been over 2 years since I had last raced. So that's a long time, but I knew it would come back to me. I knew if I would just go. So I didn't stress about all the things, all the even the bag setup and all that. I just trusted that when the time came, I would know what to do, which generally worked out, but just was really intentional about just taking each step leading into the race in itself and not thinking 3 steps ahead because I wasn't like that would stress me out. And I didn't want to be more stressed than I already was.
Yeah.
So it was just each step, literally let it come to me kind of and tackle that and move to the next things and I was not thinking too far ahead.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
You're like, okay, bike, check.
yes.
I don't even want to go through it.
I got my stuff.
I'll be here
Great.
for 5 minutes. Yeah. Do I have my stuff to race a triathlon? Yes.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all
What was the water temp on race day? We'll get into that. But
66.
okay, maybe we should save that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into that. But dang, 66.
Beautiful.
Nice. That's perfect.
So nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, mine.
What was yours?
Mine. So this for a while now, been wanting to talk to a sports psychologist and just have somebody who I can talk to and work with. And I finally found the guy. I talked to him on Friday.
Nice.
And we've talked about this on the podcast, but it's good to hear it from someone else. To be reminded. Mm-hmm. But his thing to me was. Just to stay present where you are and don't go too far down the road.
Yep.
He was he says he likes to encourage his professional triathletes to try to do contracts year by year.
Okay.
Instead of like these long-term contracts. So you can just stay
Sure.
present and focused on executing in this season, which makes sense. Cause I think if you feel too safe for too long, you can kind of lose focus, at least maybe for some people. But for me, yeah, I think just recentering, and I'm excited to talk more about this in another podcast, but for me, just stay present where I am, stay focused at the next task.
Sure.
So,
right.
just been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, right, given the like longevity of your career, professional careers, and the time it takes to develop and move the needle, it takes intentional work today, right now, and probably all of your effort and energy just to execute that well amongst all the other things you have going on.
Right.
So it can be easy to get caught up or just let your mind wander, which is probably good, healthy at sometimes, but being dialed in, focused.
Yep.
The present is all there is. What?
Yeah. Isn't that's crazy.
Right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if I was reading something or saw something on social media, but it made the point of when you think about the past, like it doesn't exist. It only exists because you brought it into existence into your mind in a way. Like those memories or good things, bad things, when you bring them forward, they were in the past, but they only exist in your head and they only exist right now in the present. Because that's all there is what there is right now. Me sitting next to you talking on this podcast. That's it. And what's to come is happening now. And so like focusing on that present moment, what you're doing now to, for you achieve a goal in the future, but it's like that goal matters and that you know what it is now, but it's what you're doing now that will get you there. Because all we have is the present.
Yeah. Right. And so, yeah. Well, something I like to tell people, and I texted you this before the race. I said, just win the moment you're in. And that's what you just said. You nailed it. You said it so perfectly. And if we can all just nail the moment we're in.
Be in the now.
Yeah. It simplifies everything.
Yes.
You can worry yourself to sickness. People do.
Yes.
If you overthink it.
Yes.
But you need to have that long-term vision. And so, I'm excited. I'm excited to
stoked for you.
Yeah. Be chatting with this guy and, maybe we'll have him on the podcast someday.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm going to keep him a mystery until we have a good chat about him. But so, that's my
Good.
anything.
Good anythings.
Yes, sir.
Everyone out there, keep doing your anythings and, tell us about them. Drop them somewhere. We want to hear what you're working on.
Yeah. So, and then typically we talk about racing, but let's just drop right into this pod meet because we're going to be talking about some racing.
What?
I was thinking, I feel kind of cringy throwing a steak on the barbecue.
Every time?
Yeah.
All right.
So I might.
Okay. We're cutting it out.
Last time.
I
I'm
get
like,
my
that's
last steak. I don't want to
so
do
cringy.
it.
So cringy.
No.
It's cringy to me, so I don't know if I can do
Into
it
the
again.
meat. You started it.
I know.
So you can't cringe at yourself. Like that is.
So Anyway, let's roll into this pod meet. Let's roll in. So it was our team race this weekend.
It was
in Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
We had
race came back to
Yep.
Boise.
Yeah, we had
Ironman.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Was it worth it? Was it cool?
Yeah.
Was it a good venue?
10-year hiatus. It's a great venue. I see why they had a race there. Yeah, I can definitely.
Yeah. Is the town kind of like Bozeman?
Big.
Bigger.
Yeah. There's
it's a city.
200,000 people there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
What
and
do we
that's
have,
just in Boise.
64,000
Yeah,
in
we have
Bozeman?
like 55 or something like
Okay,
that without
yeah.
the students. So,
Students make it 60.
yeah, a bit more infrastructure. But it didn't feel, for us, it felt right. You know, it didn't feel like the race overtook the town. So it was able to absorb the housing, and there were plenty of Chipotles around to feed everyone before the race. And so
sales
that
went up.
made it less stressful, right? When you're booking places or getting around, it seemed to accommodate the race really well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, well, it was a really good turnout for us. I think we had I don't know. I mean, we had about 20 people from Bozeman.
Yeah, more than that came from Bozeman.
True.
Yeah.
Bozeman Butte, Big Sky area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but team race, I mean, we had, 10 strong racing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun to see some TA kids out there.
Yes, it was awesome. It's the first team race, or TA.
Yeah, first TA team race.
Formally. I mean, the Bozeman Tri is kind of a TA race, but this is the one we've been working towards.
For Ironman.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I stayed back. As a lot of I got a newborn, and it's just needed to be around to help out. So I had a lot of FOMO. But I was enjoying all the stories being posted.
Yes. His presence was missed, but we soldiered on and tried to do him proud out on course.
You guys did. I had you on my tracker, and on my long ride, I just kept checking in on you guys, and it's awesome.
We're binging around.
Binging.
Full tracker.
Yep. And okay, so let's dive in. So I guess we planned this team race probably around, November with Scotty, really. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were like, okay, what's a race we could all do right after camp?
Yeah.
And it was a close drive from Bozeman.
Was it a pro race at that time?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was already on the...
Yep. It was all going to work out.
On the list. Uh-huh. Camp.
July had
baby.
Race.
Yeah. This was the grand plan.
Yeah. It was a good skip for me.
It was, I know.
Yeah. So, okay. And then that's about when the plants, the seed planted for you in November. You're like, okay, I'm going to do Boise. But then you didn't sign up until when?
Yeah, I didn't. I guess, did I actually think I was going to race?
Yeah.
At some point? When in December? I don't know. Maybe I was very non-committal because at that point I
knew you were gonna
just out of surgery in November. Would have been right after my last incident. But yes, it was on the list for sure. But I didn't sign up until like a month ago because I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. It still wasn't. Okay, they're all pretty bad. It wasn't that bad.
How much does it cost? Like the third tier, $500?
Well, I don't know that it was. I don't think it made it that far.
Okay.
There were 1,800 athletes that signed up. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I think only 1,500 some maybe made it all the way there and finished and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Was it $400?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I try not to look.
Right. I know, right? You're like,
oh, and then the fees on top.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Yeah,
so expensive.
Okay, well, let's kind of make this a JK amateur hour.
Amateur hour.
So we'll I don't know. I want some stories of like team stuff too, but let's talk about maybe your build into it a little bit.
Yeah.
So when did you start training after your injury, and I don't know, how long did it take you to feel confident to sign up for this sucker?
Never. That never happened.
Never felt confident.
To sign up. Well, it depends on the goal. All right, so I'm going to bring it a little bit further back, just because I haven't raced in over 2 years.
Yeah.
I haven't raced since June of 2023. So...
What race was that?
This has been a long time coming. Michigan 70.3.
That's the last one. Okay.
Yeah. So we did Boulder, and then 2 weeks later, I think it was a 2-week turn, did Michigan, and then 3 weeks later I was going to go to Finland, right? That was all going to happen. And then I flipped into a FedEx truck on my bike and separated my shoulder, broke my back in 5 places. Well, 5 breaks, I guess, on my transverse process. L1 through L5. Let's get all medical here.
Yeah.
So that was over 2 years ago, and spent 7 months rehabbing that. So PT 3 days a week, twice for my shoulder, once for my back, or whatever. Tried to build back that December. So that happened in July of 2023. I remember trying to come back and start to swim. Then my back went sideways. Like I basically tried to start things up too soon, even though I couldn't run, and you just lack of motivation, winter, Montana, all the things. But I started back too soon. My back went sideways, and then I think I ended up doing more damage and extended the PT life that I lived. Yeah. So, was in PT until March. Like March, I basically got cleared March of 24. Got cleared to go live long and prosper, do the things, and jumped back into training on and off, intermittent, because my body was out for 7 months. So it's not nothing, but put together what was a decent 8-month build that was going to be into Arizona last year. And 3 weeks before that race, as you know, I was on a bike ride with you for most of it. If you didn't go home early, I might not have crashed.
You should have just went home.
Should have just.
You had what, 90 more minutes to go?
Yeah, not even an hour, maybe when I left you 90, but 45 more minutes. Last long ride of that build, and managed to crash my bike on one of the cleanest sections of pavement in Bozeman, and cracked my collarbone. So 3 weeks before Arizona, surgery, plate, back in PT, spent, or it ended up being 5 months, dealing with PT, recovery, PT, blah, 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 blah. And then finally started training again in April. I was
this year.
Yes. Yeah. So that's when swim, bike, run training started. If you remember, December, last day of 2024, right? Yep. I took freestyle strokes.
Oh, yeah.
You have a video of that.
Yeah.
Of me just getting my arm around for the first time after that surgery, just because I didn't want to end the year without swimming.
Yeah.
So I did like 25 yards of just getting my arm over, just to say I did something. But I couldn't. I wasn't actually swimming. But built that back through January, February, March. I think swimming was the easiest thing to kind of get in and do little bits of. But training started in April, and the goal was just to try to find a rhythm again. I gained probably 30 pounds after the last surgery. So that was, and I'm still managing that. We'll talk more about that when we get into the race. But so April started training again, and I didn't want to commit to Boise. I knew it was going to be a team race, so I knew I was going to be there. But I couldn't. In April, I could run 2 miles. Like, that's as far as I could run.
Yeah.
I would run a mile away from my house, and then I had to walk.
Yeah. So
at that time, it was just too high a hill to think I could progress to, or, and I knew in that timeline, I wasn't going to be able to be as fit as I was like 2 years ago, right? Given the ups and downs that I had, but I wanted to do it confidently, and or at least feel confident that I could finish. Yeah. And feel some level of fitness going in. Anyway, so the build was, I guess it also had a long-term view in mind. So if I'm spending a good amount of time just doing aerobic, like form phase stuff, as we call it, and just getting moving, finding structure, and getting that rhythm of swim, bike, run in. And then I got into a little VO2, as we talked about in the pod, played around with that, and then had plans to essentially build the rest, spend another 8 weeks building just in the force phase, and then we had camp, and then the race showed up. So it wasn't, like, I didn't do a formal build into Boise. It was more like find fitness. And once I did my first 10-mile run, which was maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I was able to run for 10 miles. It's like, okay, I can run. I did a 100-mile bike ride that one day. Yeah. Thank you for pulling me through that. But I was able to do that. So just having those longer efforts on the progression, it gave me, I knew I'd finish, which was the goal. I knew I could get to the finish. Yeah. And so once I had that, and my parents were coming,
Yeah.
And it was a team race, and as much fun as it would be to just be there to support, I knew it would be more fun, or at least I thought it would, to race, because I used to race.
All right.
But it had been such a long hiatus. So, yeah. And then we did camp, right? And
Yep.
that was a good time. I didn't feel very fit, but I also did. I don't know. It was a good hit. But basically between camp and the race, I did very little by way of training.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Well, it hits different when you're running a camp too and training.
Yes.
If for those of you who haven't put a camp on, it's like, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of back end that people don't really recognize and see.
Yes, totally.
So I could see in both of our eyes, we were tired.
Yes.
Yeah. But we got through
Still
it.
in a great time.
It was, great people. And so anyway.
Yeah. So I was, I mean, that was more of the build.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't think I did one.
Was there like a session in the build? Like, okay, give me a swim. If you can think about them, a swim, a bike, and a run session that were like, okay, I can do this.
So on the swim, that's hard because you guys do such hard swimming.
Yeah.
So it's always just demoralizing.
Maybe I can help you.
Yeah.
Because before, I mean, for a long time, you would just do like warm up and preset with us and then leave.
Yes.
And like in the last month, you were sticking out the whole workout.
I had built up the volume.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, John's feeling good.
Yeah.
Which was noticeable to me to notice. So
Yes. Yeah. And I don't think there was one set. We probably did repeat 300s, maybe. I don't know if you were there that day or if I just did them with Jennifer, but there was a 300s day.
8 300s. I think I missed that day.
Yeah. Yes. And I think I did 6 of them because that was enough. Like I did enough of them.
Yeah.
And I felt good. Like aerobically, I didn't blow up and I was holding a decent interval and it was okay, I can get through. So that one definitely happened. On the bike, it was the long ride. It was definitely the long ride because I didn't do any real specific work for the race. I did the VO2 stuff, which was fun, but I also didn't feel like I was absorbing it super well, and it wasn't going to help me race.
High level, high threshold.
Yeah. So, and I didn't do any workout. Like I didn't do a bike workout other than the VO2s. I didn't do over-unders. I didn't do LT1 sessions. Like I just went out and rode my bike around.
Yeah.
And the days that I made it a little bit longer, and I did the workouts sort of picking my course. So if I needed easy, I would stay in the valley and do flat. If I wanted a little bit more effort put in, I'll find some hills. But actually, well, I don't know. I did do the one of the camp workouts, the bike to highlight.
Oh yeah, with Scotty.
I did it with Scotty, and we were doing 3 minutes. It was 9 minutes, 2 minutes tempo, 1 minute harder. Yeah, which was all probably 2 minutes threshold, 1 minute VO2 was it's probably where it ended up. Maybe not how it was supposed to go, but when in Rome. So I got through that. I couldn't push the high end power. I don't have the high end power. It's just not there, but
that's earned, not given.
My body got through the session. Yeah. So that felt good. That was like the one workout I did. Yeah. Outside of the VO2 stuff.
And then the run.
And then on the run, it was camp weekend.
This is the camp weekend.
Yeah, we did on our long run day. We did one of the workout options was 4 by 10 minutes at tempo threshold, and I was just watching my heart rate, and it was around 160, and I was running like 730 and change depending on the incline. And that was the first extended run session that I actually push myself and have my heart rate up there, because virtually all my training outside of strides, which done a few rounds of hill sprints sprints, not much longer. I think I did do one session of 30-second hill repeats. I did one. But again, I hadn't done workouts. So the 4 by 10 minutes, and I felt good through that. It was like kind of old self again. So that helped me in that, but then also, I mean, it helped during the 10-minuters, but at the tail end of that workout, it was a 10-mile run. I was totally smoked and just thinking, a half marathon is going to be hard.
Yeah. Right.
Half marathon is going to be hard. And just that I didn't have the endurance, the strength endurance, you know, I'm just not, I have 25 extra pounds. Like I'm just not going to be able to push like I used to.
Right.
But that was going to have to be okay.
Yeah.
Because the race is coming and I was doing it.
What was the longest run you had done?
10 miles.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Camp.
Twice.
Well, and the twice.
I did it. I did a 10-mile run twice. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And your longest ride was 100. That was probably.
That was extra. I didn't need to do that, but it felt good to do it.
And what would you say you're averaging, like 5 hours a week on the bike?
Yeah.
3 on the swim and.
Yep.
A couple on the run?
Yeah. Not even. Yeah. I was not running a lot.
So 10 hours a week about.
Tops.
Yeah.
I did, but yes.
You were just finding
I had like an 18-hour week in there. You know, I had 10-hour bike week. So I did, but I just let it happen. So I wasn't on a ton of structure, which was part of my coming back. Like I just needed to, if I felt like going on a 60-mile bike ride, go. If I feel like going on 100, go. Just because of like the journey of it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think that's a good lesson because what we'll find is you actually race pretty dang well. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So
it's something.
So you good training, team race, camp. How was the drive there? Take us through maybe quickly, like, just when you got there, what was the vibes?
Yeah. So we loaded up with Scotty, who was here from Australia, and then our buddy Seth drove down. Chill. We stopped a couple times, lunch and whatnot. Drove through the moon.
Oh,
yeah, craters of the moon in Idaho.
Nice.
You ever been? It's kind of wild. You look around and you're like, yeah, this is probably what the moon looks like.
Cool.
It's likely. So we got through the drive, and then we immediately went to race check-in because we just want to get that out of the way. And so I was. Did the thing. I'm no longer an all-world athlete. Doesn't matter. I don't know what that's about. It just means you give them all your money.
Yeah.
But my membership had lapsed. But there was no line. No, we got in. No problem.
Okay. That's good.
We just nailed the time. So that was really good. And I went through, give my name. Like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. Like, this is really happening. I'm doing the thing. And then throughout the day, so we checked in on July 24th. Which is 2 years to the day of when I flipped into that FedEx truck. Like it was the day. So
it's crazy.
It's nuts. So that morning.
Crazy timing. You didn't plan that.
I didn't plan that.
Yeah.
No. No idea. But that morning I noticed because a memory came up in my phone.
Oh,
Just the memory you want. Yeah. Like flipping into me smiling in an ambulance. Great memory. I was smiling. So I got to the other side of check-in when I had my wristband on, and you just walk out and you see the athlete village and everybody around and just good energy. And in that Ironman environment, you're like, okay, it's race time. And I started to get emotional, like welling up because I'm here. Like I'm about to do this, and I haven't done this in over 2 years.
Yeah.
And, it just hit. I just felt it. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm crying in the middle of it. It's like,
That's hilarious.
Just crying. No, I wasn't like bawling, but I'm welling up.
Yeah.
It was emotional.
Yeah.
To be there was special. It was really special.
Yeah. Okay. So you get there, team dinner. Did 2 team dinners.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
that wasn't till, because that was Thursday. So we checked in on Thursday.
Right.
So we had bonus day where we did team workout. So we all met up at one of the parks close to Bike Check and did a little bike, which was great on the Greenway, like great setup. You could just bike on, it was bike path and easy, no turns or getting lost or anything like that.
Nice.
So we did a little bike session and then bricked it. Just together as a group. It was nice. And then we went for a swim because they had a little pond. It's not a pond, but part of the reservoir. It's complicated to explain, but yeah, they had a little park where you could swim, and it was cold, and I chose not to wear a wetsuit because we had just biked and run, and it looked shallow. So, that's got to be 80 degrees. Like, it's Boise. No. So it turns out that area is fed from the reservoir above.
Funny. Yeah.
So there's this fountain in it. It's a big, massive fountain, and it is literally just pulling water. I asked one of the engineer guys who was up, I was like, is that feeding, is that coming from the res? And it was. So cold 60-degree water, whatever it is from the reservoir, just filling this little pond. But there was it was refreshing. Most people put the wetsuits on. If I was doing it again, I would have wetsuited up. But that's all right. I don't mind. We swim in the cold here, so I don't mind it so much. But we all did a swim, and then everybody, it was good. Vibes were good. Yep. Everybody's checking off their boxes. We dropped our bikes off, which went pretty smooth. Because it was a two double transition point to point bike. So the bikes went up by the reservoir, hit lunch, and then
it was weird because you didn't set T1 until the race morning.
Right. Yep. They said you could leave your bags. It was kind of, I wasn't sure if they were going to do the bags on the rack and grab, or if it was going to be in transition, because it wasn't clear in the athlete guide what you needed to do with your T2 bag. Do you have to bring it? Did you not have to bring it? They just said it is the T2 bag. Right. And same thing in T1. Can you set up? Can you, again, are we grabbing bags, or are they going to be in the transition area? Turned out for both, they were in the transition area. So you were able to set up. They encouraged you to leave your bag overnight without any food in it. But again, you have full access to it. So most of us just brought it race morning, and we're able to set up in T2, and then they shuttled you over to T1, and you were able to set up there as well. So it wasn't, it was clean transitions, and then you had to put stuff in the bag at T1, but you didn't have to, it wasn't one of those where you run past all the bags and find yours, grab it and go. It was, you were able to set up at your spot, which was good.
Nice.
Yeah. So we didn't do any of that on Friday. We did have a chill team dinner. Shout out to Mike and Elizabeth who hosted us. Just a really great spot by a creek, and really good pre-race just evening. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So I went through my motions. I did my nutrition. Like I told you in the opener TA stuff, everything just came as it came. Yeah. Like during the
not overthinking it.
No.
Just letting it happen.
Seriously. Like my nutrition. Yeah. Like I packed my bottles in the evening after dinner, and my bags. I think the clean, like the bag thing was helpful, just to show how little you really need to set up a transition. I feel like you talk about this a lot, but it's really not. It's not that much stuff. So and Scotty knows this, but I spent maybe 15 minutes putting my stuff in my bags, like shoes, sunglasses, bib, water bottles, whatever. Yeah. But that was my process. Scotty, very organized, has a list. Yeah. Like he's, making a list, checking it twice, 3 times.
Gonna find out who's not here next.
Yeah, that's right. Who's PRing or not. But he was very thorough. And so he spent the afternoon getting his stuff set. And that's what he needs to do for his process. Great. And I was on the other end of that doing I think I have everything. Yep. 15 minute. Great. Good. Yeah. Let's roll. Let's go do a triathlon. So, and my nutrition plan, if we want to get into that.
Yeah.
That was just
what were you thinking?
Well, eat.
How many carbs an hour on the bike?
So I had brought with me, I did a serving and a half of high carb per bottle, and I had 2 bottles.
Right.
So
300 grams right there.
I brought 300 grams. I thought I would bike like 2 hours and 45 minutes. So that's a little over 100 grams an hour if I take it all in. I also juiced it with the Scratch hydration, not the sport, but the hydration, which is just salt. So I put a couple scoops, so it's 400 milligrams per tiny scoop. So I put a couple of those in each one.
Nice.
So I was salted. I was ready to
16,
yeah,
20,
somewhere
2,000 milligrams sodium.
About.
So you're just under 1,000 an hour.
Yeah. Or a little, I think a little, because it was serving and a half. I think it was a little over.
Serving and a half,
yeah.
you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe a little over. Yeah, that, because I'm a heavy salter.
Yep.
So loaded up on that. I debated taking my front bottle, but it didn't look like it was going to be that hot on the bike. And I just told myself every aid station, just take a water and guzzle as much as you can.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I just ended up going with 2 bottles, packed with calories, got a bottle band on it.
Nice.
So it wasn't going to go anywhere. I wasn't going to lose it. And I had that. I had a spare gel in my bento box thing so that just in case.
Any caffeine on the bike?
No,
Nope.
I didn't do any caffeine. Yeah, I don't know if my heart rate was going to get there, but maybe I should have encouraged it. No, I didn't do that. And then on the run, I brought 6 gels, which at the beginning,
Carried all of them.
I put them in a bit, more to come. But my old school 2 years ago, John, puts them in a race belt and a bib belt, just puts them in the loops and then runs with them flopping around. Yeah. But I brought 6 and had planned to do the Mortal on course for salt because I didn't have any other sodium supplement. So that was a little bit risky maybe because you don't know what they put in that stuff or how they mix it or whatever. But that was my plan. So wasn't worried about it. Yeah. Yeah. So got that all set up.
So on the bike, like leaning back into, when you're walking out of athlete check-in, it hit you that it was 2 years ago, the day you crashed, and now you're like at your first Ironman event in 2 years, and how
where I'm racing,
where you're racing, which is just really special. Yeah, and on the for some of John was hit by a FedEx truck. So on the bike, when you're finishing the bike, what do you see on the course?
We're jumping ahead.
Well, we're going into the run, and I wanted to stay on the bike.
I haven't talked about the swim yet.
Oh, you haven't? Jeez, where are we?
We're in nutrition prep.
Nutrition. Gosh. Well, you're talking about the ride. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So that was my plan. Yeah. Race day.
Yeah. Race day. Okay. Well, it's race morning.
Yes.
We're going to get there.
Race morning. It's happening. All so we went out, early drop off. My dad dropped us, which was great. Yeah. We tried to orient ourselves to T2, but set that up, which was easy. Got on the bus and hitting the porta potties as you do. Priority, pumping up the tires. All went pretty well. I did have to make a last porta potty stop that kind of rushed my start. But I think it was good. It just gave me something to do, wait in line, not think about what's about to happen. Yeah. But I ended up starting towards the front. So I usually start towards the front. Yep. So that's where I saw Nacho out there. He was ready to go. He always starts in the front. So I spotted him, got to say hi to him. I haven't raced him in over 2 years, so it was just cool. See some familiar faces in the chute and, standing in that starting line, I didn't know, I had very little expectation. So I just wanted to finish. Yeah. I haven't finished a race in over 2 years. So the plan was finish. The goals were, please be under 6 hours. Please be under 6 hours. Yeah. That's what I'm telling myself. But based on my runs and workouts and, what I was doing, that was my, okay, if we're under 6 hours, life will be good. Right. And then and then when I ratchet that up, it's 5:30. I might be able to put together 5:30. If I'm under that, I'll be stoked. So that was my mindset going in. I wasn't going to look at power. I wasn't going to look at pace. I was going to look at heart rate and effort, just like RPE. Can I go harder? So that was my execution. And I don't look at time. I usually don't, even when I'm fit, I don't like look at the clock or any of that. I just want to be there.
Right.
So, go off in the swim. I thought I crushed it. It was rocky, not rocky, but wavy, which I like because I'm bigger body, so I can handle the commotion and just cut through it, not get jostled so much. And, it just makes for a more fun swim. So I was going through that, what I thought was a pretty good clip, kept a good line on the inside of the buoys, caught the turns. And clean water, I don't tow feet. Typically, I'm just swimming. So felt like I held steady for the whole thing and got out of that. And I was like, all right, on next one. Yeah. Bring it on. Yeah. So jumped onto the bike. And
your swim time was what it always is.
Yes, right.
Pretty funny.
It's like
30 minute mark,
yeah,
plus or minus.
Very consistent. Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
That's all the years of swimming coming into play.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So moving in the bike, it was downhill mostly in the beginning. So you kind of got to settle. It was nice because you could kind of settle into it, not have to thrash to get going. You could reset. And my mindset going into the bike was Ironman effort. Just like, I didn't feel like I had trained the octane side of 70.3 racing. So I didn't want to blow up or whatever. So I just told myself, Ironman effort, you might not be able to do that for a full Ironman, but you can do it for half of an Ironman. Right? Like that was the mindset. And then I was getting past, right? So I'm a decent swimmer and my bike is not where it was before. So guys are coming by and like, and I told myself, well, they're going to be real upset when they realize this is a full Ironman. And
that's what you're saying.
Yeah. And they're gassed and I'm going to be fine because this is a full. So that's what I told myself as they were passing me, just to stay in my, do what I was doing, not worry about them or I didn't even try to go with any of them because I just knew, like, I know what that power is and I can't push it right now. So I'm not going to worry about it. But as I went through the day, like halfway-ish through the bike, I was just feeling good. And was watching my heart rate and going, okay, I can push a little bit more. We can sustain. I can push a little bit more. I can sustain. So I leaned in and there was some crosswinds and stuff, which again, I don't really mind the wind so much. And I just pushing through and feeling good. I was just feeling good. I took some time because it's been so long since I've been out there to just enjoy it. Yeah. Like it was liberating. It was freeing. Yeah. Just being out there in a race and just with yourself and like doing that. It's just been so long since I've done that. Right. I've been to races supporting, like on the other side of it, but to be there and it's just like you and the course is there for you and the day is there for you. And it's for you and 2,000 other people, but like what you're executing is just for you. And it just felt, I was getting emotional at times in the ride, just looking, and I was looking around. I don't usually look around. I'm usually hands down, like, we're racing. Yeah. And I enjoy that too, but I popped my head up and like looking at the vast landscape of Boise and just appreciate like taking it in, given the journey that I've been on and really just, appreciating it and being grateful for that I'm actually here doing this. Like, it was just really special. Then I was just having bouts of emotion. Like all of a sudden I'd creep up and I would well up with like tears and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like freaking race. But it was, I don't know. My body just decided that that's what we were going to do throughout that race. And so as we were heading back into town, we were just talking about, we were heading into town and these roads are closed. They're closed. There's nothing out. I mean, and that was a nice part of this race too, is that there wasn't traffic. You were on closed roads. And I'm heading back towards town, towards the finish. And what comes roaring the other way? A train of FedEx trucks. Like, what? Like these roads are closed. And this is what I see. And I just laugh. Like, I keep thinking back to flipping into that truck and can't see a FedEx truck without thinking anymore. But that would be what goes by me on the bike, going the other way, right? I'm going away. I'm going that way. They can go that way all they want, right? Get out of here. I'm done with that. But it was just a cool moment on that ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And like too, the settlement finished on Saturday too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So FedEx is done. I'm not retired, but
yeah, no, right. Yeah.
But
that was cool.
Yeah.
The mix of all three.
Yeah. The final
chapter.
Whatever.
It's like a new beginning.
Yes. It's done.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah. So,
but you were not done.
I wasn't. I was still. There's probably 5 more miles to go on the bike, but I was feeling good, so I was enjoying it. And then at mile 53, I nailed this bridge that had a gap in it, and I flatted. So I nailed it. I heard the carbon hit, and I thought, gosh, that didn't sound good. I bet you I blew a tire.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I thought I didn't, and then look up, look down, and then there goes. And I didn't know where I was in relation to the finish. I didn't know I was at mile 53. I knew it was kind of close to the end because I'd seen the 50-mile mark, but I didn't remember I didn't like recon the course, right? I just showed up to do the thing, and so I decided to change it. I wasn't going to ride it in because I'll probably crash my bike, knowing me. And we were my goal was to finish today. So it was limited room for risks.
Right.
So change the flat. I think in 3 minutes or less. I was quick on it, and it was front tire, so it's a little bit easier than back. And I always find changing carbon wheels easier for whatever reason. The tube, like the tire fits on easier than the metal aluminum rim. So off on CO2 rolling. It was kind of a bummer because I did pass some people at the end. That actually felt good because I was building through it turned out I was building through. So I passed some people who had passed me earlier, but they had passed me back when I was flatted on the side of the road. It's not what it was about, but that was annoying. But finished the bike. After my watch, pro tip, don't use the auto transition feature on your watch and your Garmin. Turn that crap off. It's not that hard to hit the lap button because as soon as I stopped my bike and got off, my watch thought I was in transition.
Yeah.
Not the case. So I'm biking again, looking for my heart rate, and it's showing me the transition screen. I'm like, no. And you can't undo.
Right.
They need an undo button.
Yeah. Oh,
Super annoying. So then I had to save the file and then start a new one. So annoying, but I guess it kept me occupied as I was going into T2.
Right.
Then I get into T2. I'm all turned around because the transition, they entered us reverse in the morning. So I was literally backwards. So I started running in the direction I thought I was supposed to go, and I ran right past my bike. And I had to turn around, go back to my bike or my drop-off point to get my run shoes. And
so you had to rack your bike.
Yes. Yeah. That wasn't a handoff.
Okay.
So I had to rack your bike, but then you were all set up.
Yep.
And threw the shoes on and with all my gels. Gosh. And then I started running, and the gels are like glug, 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 glug.
So dumb.
So dumb. So I'm like, this is stupid. And I had thought this the day before also. I pulled them all out and I started shoving them in my kit, which the suit kits are sweet.
Yeah.
So much storage in there. Yeah. So in my head, even the day before when I was stuffing them in the belt, I was like, if this thing is flopping around, I'm just going to unload and put them in my kit, which I might have done. I don't know if I take a handful of them next time and squirrel them away.
There's like side pockets, right?
Yeah, there's 2 front pockets, and there's side pockets and the back pockets and the friggin' neck pocket. There's so much storage. So, so like the first thing I did as I'm running out was pull the stupid gels out of my belt and squirreled them away. Way more comfortable. And then I started running, and I just felt like garbage. I felt like absolute garbage. I was ready again. My mindset was Ironman. Like you can trudge, like after you've done a number of Ironmans, you just know that you can keep moving forward. And as long as you're moving forward, you'll get there. So my mindset was, it wandered, but it was Ironman. This is fine. You will get there. I had I expected to run a 2 hour plus half. Like that's what I thought I would do based on all the running I had done. So I just said, this is just what it's going to be. And then I thought, you're 25 pounds overweight. Feel this. I felt so gross and heavy. Like, this is what this feels like. If you want to not feel like this, you better get in shape after today, you know, but like, feel this, feel what this feels like. Yeah. Take it in and know that it doesn't have to feel this way. If you put in the training, if you have the discipline to do the things, but guess what? You're in it today. Yeah. So you feel this, like, this is what you prepared for. Like, this is what you did. Yeah. Not in like a demeaning way but like, this is the reality of the situation that you're in. Yeah. Feel it. 'Cause then the next time when you're fitter, lighter, stronger, whatever, you're going to be like on, on another level, but feel this. Yeah. So then I was feeling this, and some guy yelled out from the side, just do the work, you'll get to the finish. I'm sure I look like absolute garbage, like, and all these other guys are gazelles, like actually running. And I'm like, this is going to be a long half marathon. Yeah. And then at some point it went, well, shortly, these things happen maybe pretty quickly in your mind as you're talking to yourself, but it went, well, after the live with feeling heavy and awful, but just, living it. It was, well, the second half of the bike got better. And my runs typically, right? You go through find your legs. My runs when I was fitter usually got better as they went along, unless I blew up. But for the last few races, no, it's going to get better. So then I switched to that and I said, well, your second half of the bike felt better. It turns out it was. Mm-hmm. Maybe the second half of your run will be better. Yeah. And sure enough, mile 6, I saw my mom and I saw Lauren, I think, saw some of the crew and they just cheered me on. And at that time, my body, I found some legs. Nice. And I was watching my heart rate and it was coming up. I was worried it was going to tank, that I hadn't eaten enough and I was depleted. But I was like, there's no way. I didn't push that hard on the bike. Right. I didn't, I'm eating, I'm doing the nutrition. So I just didn't, I didn't accept that fate. I said, no, let me push. Let me see if I can get my heart rate up, because it was in the 140s, which is Ironman day. Yep. I'm like, I used to race at 165, but you have to train that. So in my head, I'm going, well, you didn't train that. So what are you expecting it to, why would you expect your body to be able to do that? But I knew I could run harder, right? It was like, can you run harder? Yes, I can. Okay. So I moved it up. I run at 155, and then my heart rate got to 159, 160. And that felt like a solid effort. And I was starting past people and just leaning into that run. And then I built it through there and just negative split. And then negative split the crap out of that. Yeah. My heart rate would be a nice little incline. And just thinking about our race with everything tagline. I'm like, do I have more? Yes. Okay. But managing the end, because I didn't want to blow up. Right. I wanted to finish strong. So it was like, okay, a little bit more. All right, we're good. A little bit more, take Coke and, managing the nutrition. And just felt, I felt so good at the end. And again, I'm having these bouts of, God, I'm so happy. Just so happy.
Feeling alive.
Yeah. And free. And just grateful to be there and that my body is doing this. I did not train, right? There's hours in Training Peaks, but it was I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have high expectations. I just wanted to finish. That's all I wanted to do. And so when I got around to that final push and that finish, I'm like, you're thinking about the finish shoot. And this is what it's about. So this is my goal. I'm coming up on this. You're heading into the carpet. And in my head, I'm going, this could go one of two ways. I'm either going to ugly cry my whole way down because I'm so happy, or I can just smile. Yeah. So I was like, no, I just smiled. I was just so happy and just I was just kind of
it.
zoned in. I didn't see anybody along the side. You know, people. I'm sure my mom was there, and Dad and other folks were just cheering me on, and I just kind of zoned in and enjoyed. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was
what a race.
It was an epic day. Yeah, I was shocked.
Well, and you smashed your 6 hour.
I know. I did a 5 hour half with a flat.
Yeah, it's great.
So this is sub 4 effort.
Sub 5.
Right. Sorry. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sub 5 effort. Like
huge.
I remember years ago when I did a 5:03, I thought I was on top of the world.
Yeah.
Like I think I went from 5:13, 5:03, and then I went to 4:45, I think was kind of my progression. But I remember doing 5 hours, and
your body doesn't forget.
I felt fitter when I did the 5 hours the last time, and this time I was just able to do it. But that was just done on years of training. I think that, and just execution, right? Mm-hmm. Like I felt pretty, even though I hadn't done it in over 2 years, like my body remembered, and it was like, can you push? Yes, you can. Okay. And I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know those feelings. Yeah. It was so good. And then, I wasn't a total mess. I didn't totally lose it after the race. I have my moments with a couple people. Yeah. Just further end cap it. Right. But,
Mom. And,
it was special.
Seen Seth at the end.
Special day. Yeah. Just good hugs and just accomplishment. Yep. And putting that 2 years of hiatus behind me, and just acknowledging that I really enjoyed being out there racing. Yeah. Racing, you know,
that's fun.
The environment is great, and being in it the last 2 years through your races and other people's races is good. Mm-hmm. But when you're actually out there, it just hits different. And
you got people out there handing you water,
right? Yes,
gels.
No,
you just got to keep going.
You just keep going.
The course tells you where to go. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. Get doused with water at the end.
Yes.
Yeah. Ugh. That's amazing, dude. And then, so everyone finished. Yeah. We had some big breakthroughs.
Yes. Like half hour PRs on 70.3s.
Yeah.
That from work, I think, it just, the results were a testament of the work that folks are putting in, and that it takes time, and you don't know when you're going to break through. You don't get to pick that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you build towards it and you have expectation, but when it happens, that's the day, and amazing and great, but it's time that it takes to, and the consistency. You talk about that a lot. That is what will create those breakthroughs in the long run. And some of our athletes have been doing that, and they question themselves, why can't I do this? Why aren't I biking like this? Why aren't I running like this? And it's like, just keep doing the thing. It will come. Just keep going. And we got to see the breakthrough side of that this weekend. It was really special.
I love that. Yep.
And we all finished within 15 minutes. A lot of the team finished right around the same time. Yeah. So to be in the chute and be oh, they're coming and they're right behind him, and she's right behind him and right in front of her and whatever. So we just got to hang out and see each other right after, as everybody was coming in, which was also really special. I think you went a 5:15.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. E and then Jen. Do you know what Jen went?
5:26, 5:24, somewhere in there.
You guys are bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I know.
Scotty did 5:30?
A little faster than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Megan went 5:24. Yeah. And Brian would have been right in there, but he started the swim late, so he missed the boat. He missed the boat. But he would have been right there. So our whole crew, finishing within 10, 15 minutes, was just also really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a race. Well, good.
One for the books.
I'm glad the team race was John's comeback as well.
Yeah, I was stoked.
Yeah. Well, John, it's 11:33. Your call. We can wrap this up. Just with a closeout, or go through bucket poll, but we could
bucket poll.
You want to do it? All right. Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to touch on before we close the team race? Chapter.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think
so. The race with everything, right? Our motto.
Yeah.
I like what you said to me before we hit record.
Yeah.
Touch on that.
Yeah. So, right. Our whole, what we're building at TA, we talk about, belief in action and doing what we can to inspire people to believe that they can and then take action. Don't just think about it, but take action, and encouraging each other to do that. And so, as I was out there, well, I said this more eloquently before, I'll get there. So our other, belief in action and our tagline, train anything. And we talk about that because training is where you spend all your time. And you got to put that time in, and it's important. The races and the performances are great, and they're what you're building towards, and they're where you can, peacock out and show what you're doing and get that, and that's great, and that's what we're working towards. But the training is so important. So that's our emphasis on train anything. But then our tagline underneath that is race with everything, because we acknowledge that race and that environment and that the spirit of that. And making the most of those opportunities. And so that's what's on the back of our kit. And so as I was running through and having, what turned out to be a really great day, and, as you're on the course, it was a double loop course. So the folks, somebody might be on lap 1 and you're on lap 2. So fair amount of traffic going through there. And so you're passing people, and as I was running through, I was just thinking about our kit. Like on our back, it says "race with everything," which is a word of encouragement. So, and every person I pass, man, good job, keep it up. Just trying to feed that energy, be part of that energy as I'm putting it out. Right, I'll hopefully get it back. I'm thinking, if they're looking up, like I'm running past them, they look up and they see "race with everything." Like they have an opportunity to check in with themselves and say, is this everything? Like, am I doing everything I can to move myself to that finish line faster? And maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 looked at that and thought like, oh, I can do a little bit more. Or, right, they had that moment to lean in a little bit more with that encouragement that, they got to read and just step out of. So as I was going through, folks, I was like, I hope they're reading my back and asking themselves that question, because I'm asking myself that question. Am I racing with everything? Like I'm constantly, as that run was going on, that was my gauge of, am I doing what I'm here to do? And so to be able to, as you're running through a race, it's encouraging you and it's encouraging the other racers, like have that mutual vibe and encouragement. Like it's just really cool. Yeah. And I hope that it helped. I hope it helped somebody out there. And somebody, whether they're listening to this or not, as the TA racers were around, and like I hope we
had a bunch of suits out.
Yeah,
there.
I hope we did something to encourage folks as we were racing and showing up for ourselves and our families, but just for the sport and for the sake of the pursuit, which is what we're about.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, so. It was a really cool weekend.
Yeah, man.
And long overdue on the racing front for me. I think my journey is just like I feel like I'm still taking things in from last weekend, and just the 2-year stint that I had, and even thinking like this like really came to be over that time.
Yeah, right.
So, I look at the opportunities lost or missed, or races I didn't do. I didn't go to Worlds. I didn't get to get another Ironman in. The things I didn't do. But then I think, I have to, and it's a constant thing that I'm working on, especially now. Just thinking about things that I did do. Think about things that did happen. Think about things that got a chance to start that maybe wouldn't have started had I not gone through what I did. And that's a list too. Yeah. And so I just...
sit in it for a while.
Yeah.
Don't rush on to the next thing.
No, yeah. Sit in it, find the purpose in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be proud
I know
of it
it's,
too.
yeah, part of forward progress, not regression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, I say sit in it and don't think about but what is next? Do you have any ideas on what could be next?
Well, now I feel like I've got potential.
You do.
No. I mean, I want to get fit. I mean, I knew that, but I've been struggling with it, and I'm probably still going to continue to struggle, but not in a negative way, but just in like finding rhythm. I do, people shy away from talking about weight, but I don't know. Like, I need to lose 25 pounds. I need to.
Yeah.
So just continuing on that. And I know that as my mind gets right on the path, like my body will follow. So it's focusing on that. And then I don't know what the next race is. Like, part of me says jump into Arizona. Part of me says just train.
Yeah.
I don't want to rush it. So,
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this and note it as an important milestone on just building back to doing something I enjoy, which is racing triathlon.
Sweet.
And, yeah.
Nice. All right.
So,
stay tuned.
I don't know. Yeah, a bit of an open-ended one.
Yeah.
But
all right.
More to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, we did talk about for Project 43010. So it's still a project. It's just the timeline is loose.
Yeah.
So
That's all right.
Yeah.
Got a lot of life left.
A lot of life. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow we're doing we're going, what is it even called? Body pod? No.
Yeah, no.
DEXA scan.
I believe it's a DEXA scan body composition screening.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm so stoked.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Find out what we're made of, literally.
We'll do a whole podcast on it. Maybe next week. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah. So
stay
Share
tuned.
it out.
Yeah.
Be great. Draw on a baseline.
Yeah.
See what we can do.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, well, let's do this bucket pull.
Bucket pull. You got a bucket?
I got a bucket here.
No, you liar. You don't have a bucket.
It's a hat.
No, it's a hat. Bucket pull. You want to pull it?
Yeah.
All right, pull it.
I'll pull it. And
question is
the question. All right. When you're doing repeats and starting to fatigue and missing planned times or not pushing desired watts, when do you decide whether to 1, take a break to reset, 2, keep going but slower, 3, call it a day, or 4, something else? Are there different parts of your training plan when you would make different choices? It's a good question.
That's a big question. How do you want to break that down? In pieces?
All right, yeah. So when you're doing repeats and you're starting to fatigue and missing times or desired watts, how do you deal with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. So,
tears in your helmet.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if you're really off the mark, just stop.
Yeah.
If you're way off the mark, stop.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes. Especially.
Okay, there's no point in doing this.
Yeah. Especially if it's right. You're in a block where the specific targets are based on some testing you've done or some workouts you've done before, and like that to get the stimulus you need, you got to be specific in that, and it's not totally just RPE or max or like there's some specificity to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah. There's a middle ground. So if you're off the mark but you're still pushing decent power underneath it, and keep going.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, because the thing with training, if you quit too often, it becomes easier and easier to quit workouts. So it's a good idea to try to work through it no matter what. If coach gives you a range, like 6 to 10 reps, like, okay, great. I'm doing 6 and I can be happy with that because there's a range.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. But so stick with it as best you can. and just recenter, because a lot of the times we just want your heart rate working at a certain amount of effort for a duration, and watts can come and go.
Yeah.
It's okay. And it's hard. I get it. I'm a slave to the numbers myself. So when things are going backwards, you just gotta, try to be present, work through the moment. Don't quit on yourself. It's not going to kill you. But if you're really off the mark, just stop, talk to your coach, try again in 4 days or something.
Yeah.
And you might nail it.
Right. I think you've had, we've all had, but I can think of some examples where you go out to do a very specific session that we know you can do, and whatever reason, sleep, buildup of fatigue, breakfast, I don't know, there's a umpteen different things that could throw off a session. And then you call it. And then if it is a key session on a build, reschedule it. And then you'd be surprised. Maybe you nail it. Nail it the next time. And that it's not a negative mark against you or your progression, like as the athlete. It's just, you can't, they say don't beat a dead horse. And, that's real. And you could, if you're at the point of your build where maybe you've gone too far, right? You're overly fatigued. Taking that rest or erring on the side of less is going to help you in the long run. So, you got to have your dead horse sensors about you, and hopefully, right, you're balancing things and managing things to where you don't get there, right? That is the goal of having a good planning and coach and load management, all of that. But at the same time, those things happen. It's called life, and
Yeah, I think too, the second part to that was, are there different parts of your training plan when you'd make a different choice? And maybe to kind of elaborate on that, I would say the further away you are from the race, taking more rest would be fine. So if your workout's going poorly and there's like a 3-minute rest, take 5 or 6, that's okay.
Yeah.
When you're far away from the event.
Add some recovery.
You don't need to be super specific yet. So that's something to have in your back pocket. I think your coach would be totally cool with that. And then as you get closer to event, typically rest is cutting down. And that's just when you got to make that decision. Am I really off the mark today? Or do I need to have a character building day and actually push through this set? So you just got to be ready for all of it. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, we're human after all.
Totally.
You know that.
Yes.
So we all have life stress, and it can hit different ways. And I think maybe we don't understand it, how complex it can be, life. When you are really fit and then you're way off the mark on a workout, how's your life stress? How's your work stress, family, all that? It could be something that's been lingering for a long time that actually just caught up with you.
Yeah, right.
You just need to take a little easy 4-day reset.
Deep breath.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And I think, what else on that? The something else, be careful. Like, you don't want to add another key session into the mix just to do something, just for the sake of it.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah. Let
it go.
Yeah. If you do, quote unquote, fail a session or having that day, just take it easy. Don't go, well, I couldn't do the threshold session, so I'm going to do an hour at, LT1 because it's better than nothing. Or, I would err on the side of don't insert another workout or bring it back. Talk to your coach and keep it rolling.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, man. Well,
good bucket.
Good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I just, maybe my last thing on Boise and the team race. And we had such a great crew out there. And so on behalf of everybody racing, myself, just a huge thanks to everyone who came out, my parents. And we had 3 athletes in TA Nation who just came to the race from Bozeman, to support, which was really special. We feel that energy and that commitment to the community, and, it feeds us, it fuels us. And so just want to throw a huge thank you out to everybody who was out there. And then for me personally, for everyone who's been on this 2-year hiatus journey with me and supporting me and pushing me, encouraging me to just keep looking forward and going. There's just, you know who you are, but it's just been really special, and I'm really grateful for the people I have around me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just
great way to end it.
Get that thank you out.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. You gonna take us out?
I'll take us out.
Take us out. That's it. Thanks for listening.
All right. See you on the next one.
Out.
Bye.